Hi fam, it's Sheila here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do subscribe. I'm gonna give you some good content. I'll be sitting down like this and we talk, discuss about different things. It will be real estate, my life in Dubai, about anything. I can just come up with anything. So right now the queen is trending. That is Queen Rachel Gupta, and a lot of people are making videos about it. So I thought, I'm like, okay, yeah, let me also make some video about it. And also I will upload a video about my journey as a pageant girl. I started pageants in my, oh my god, I don't want to go back there, because if I start, then I will not stop. Today I want to talk about something different. I want to talk about why and how rich girls win pageants. Yes, it might sound weird, but it's true. So, and sometimes you must be liked. Yeah. So you might come from a rich background and you join the pageant and you don't make it, okay? Or they don't ask you to give in something. And it's not because they want to. They also pick somebody like who can represent them perfectly, to the extent that, okay, if they just make her win, she can still represent them better on another platform. Because of course nobody joins pageants and they don't have the brains. Everybody who joins pageants, they have the brain, they have the beauty, they can walk, like the rest of the things, they can be trained. But I'm going to tell you how rich girls end up winning in pageants and why they win, how they win. And also, if you want to prepare yourself or prepare your girl to go into pageants, you can also watch this video and share with her. Like anyone who is interested in joining this world of beauty queens, beauty with a purpose, runway, you want to be a model or anything. Okay, for models, it's actually so different. Being a beauty queen is so different from being a model. We shall get there later. So I listed down a few things here in my diary, and I'll start with how rich girls end up winning pageants. Now, most of the pageants in Africa are sponsored by individuals. So they don't have anyone, maybe in the tourism board, like the government people supporting them. These people come up with ideas of these pageants, and it's because maybe it's a dream, or they want the government to see them and invest money in their dream. But most of these people in the government really don't care. I believe that every pageant girl, every coach, every patron, okay, should be given a salary. Because these pageants, like if you look at Miss World, it's big because it's supported, it's sponsored, so everybody eyes it. So if we do this in our own countries, then it will be even better. So because of lack of good funds, rich girls that are able to fund end up winning in pageants, forgetting the talent. And that's why they say most of the times the real queen is the first runners up or the second runners up. That was the person supposed to win. That's why in most cases when they announce the queen, people are like, no, she had to win. Why is she the second runners up? She had to win. Why is she the first runners up? So that's why such things happen, okay? So because of that, the rich girls or the girls that can afford to pay for that crown always win. And me being a pageant girl who has been in 3 pageants and I left with the crown, at least I was crowned second runners up or first runners up or even the queen, okay? I have seen this, I have experienced this. It's true, it happens, and it is so normal, because you get to know that the people investing a lot of money in really struggling to provide things. So if somebody comes up with money, who can say no to money? I'm telling you. So most of the times it can happen, but this is what they will do. They make sure they train their favorite girl, okay? They train you perfectly. They can train that perfectly. They can give her like 3 or 4 questions that she has to answer perfectly, better and well explained. Now you, the other contestants, you don't have these questions. Like you don't have the answers. Yeah, like the way she has understood them, like the way she has been trained. You can give your own using your head and explain, but there is no way you can beat someone who has been coached. For example, if you are sitting in an exam, maybe it's English or chemistry, and the class teacher, the teacher who teaches, like for example English or chemistry, coaches that particular person who is already a bright student in class, trust me, this person will make 99 or 100%. But for you who have been just attending class, of course you'll make a 70, you'll make a 80, you will somehow make it, but you will not surpass the other person who has been trained. So that's what happens. That's what happens in pageants. I'm not saying they did that to me, but of course, after pageants, we talk, we discuss, we become close to these people, and they tell us things, okay? They tell us things. So it's very common and very okay for a rich girl to win a pageant, okay? Because of that. And if they like you, hey guys, I'm telling you this out of experience, okay? If the patron doesn't like you, I'm telling you, there is no way you're going to win that crown. There is no way, absolutely impossible. You have to be liked even before selected, that, oh, this is my favorite girl. I want her to win. I want her to work with me. She will not say ill. Yeah. So if the patron doesn't like you, girl, you might not win. Or if you're too good, if you're too perfect, then they will make you a second runners up or a first runners up. This has happened in very many pageants that I've seen. Okay. And I'm generalizing this. I'm not going to say this or that or this pageant. No, no, no. It's general. It is general. I'm telling you, it is general. So another thing, once they see that there is a girl who is so intelligent, she is fierce, she might beat their queen that they already have in mind on the stage, on that panel, they make sure they cut you off immediately. They can even put you in that line so that they can cut you off very easily. Or when it comes to talent, they can advise you and be like, okay, you should dance, don't sing. Everybody is singing, you should be different, you should be, and you're getting lessons from someone who is training you, someone who has more knowledge about this pageant. So you will completely agree. And they will also make sure you at least misbehave, and they decline your credits when it comes to boot camp. No one is 100% perfect. Of course you fail somewhere, so that's why they can easily pull you out without even knowing that, oh, they are pushing me out. You think they are giving you the right knowledge, and they are not. Okay. So when it comes to the finale, look at those girls that come in and just walk. They walk perfectly in a very good manner, like the grace, the smiles, but then they don't qualify for the top 10 or the top 8. Why? Before even being asked questions, some of those girls don't qualify. Why? They'll be saying, oh, you didn't qualify because of boot camp, because of talent, because of what? Duh. Not every time. Some budgets are good, perfectly done, but I'm just talking about those small things that happen when a queen is being selected, but then she is being pushed by a force in the community of the patrons. You get my point? So you will see that these girls will be so good, so perfect, and then they will not make it even in the top 8 or top 10. You get my point? They worked so hard. You feel they did a lot. They worked. Or if they introduce themselves perfectly with confidence and smiling. But then they don't make it to the top 10. to be selected now to the top 5 and then select the winners. You get that those girls don't get to that stage. Why? Now, in that panel, they can easily push the feared girl. The girl that they see, this girl, if we put her among the top 10, she's going to beat our queen. When we put her among the top 5, she's going to beat our queen. Like in the top 5, they always put a weak girl, 2 strong girls, and then a weak girl, weak. And then you get to know that, oh, they will start asking hard questions, and they already trained the other one to be more perfect. They ask the same questions, but then this other queen will be so perfect that her answer will be like out of this world. And even you settle, you'll be like, oh, wow, yeah, she did it better than the other one. Not knowing that, okay, these other girls were not given answers. They use their heads, and this girl has been given answers. Like this happened, and I experienced it in one of the pageants that I was in. In one of the pageants that I was in, I wanted to, someone was calling me, sorry. So I'm not doing this because, oh, I wasn't selected somewhere. No. I'm just giving my experience. Like I told you when I was starting this video, that in most cases, when you grow up, they say adulthood is a scam. When we are young, we know, oh my God, everything is easy. Why are you not married by 25? Why my aunt is not married by 26? Oh, for me, I'll be married by that age. When you grow up, you get to know that, okay, love is a scam. Love is not some easy thing to find. You can send someone to go find money. They'll find money before love. Okay, so you get to know of a lot of things as an adult, things that you didn't know when you're growing up. So it also happens in life, in a lot of situations. So yeah, that's where I'm coming from. Like me being in a pageant, I now know perfectly well who wins, how they win, how they conduct. And I'm also planning to do a pageant in Uganda. That will be Miss Charity Uganda. I want to do a charity organization, and also, like, oh my God, I don't want to say before I start something because someone might steal my idea. But yeah, that's what happens in pageants, and that's how rich girls end up winning. Like, for example, when they are going to give a car, and this car has to come from somewhere, and they must put a down payment. Okay, and this pageant and the patrons and the community, the patrons, the people working in the pageant cannot afford this car. The government is not supportive. The companies that came on board to sponsor can't afford this car, because I'm telling you, you will go to Bella Wines to sponsor your pageant, and they will give you wines. They'll give you 100 bottles of wines. What are these bottles going to do for the pageant? Buy a car for her? Pay her rent for 6 months? Like, it's not going to do anything. So they make sure they bring in a girl who will be able to take care of herself, take care of her bills. That's how it goes. You get my point. So if they're going to choose this girl from a poor background, it's going to be such a big challenge. And then she also must have a purpose. Yes, you might come from a poor background, but then you must have a purpose. You must really prove that, yeah, I'm worth this crown. I'm going to make you money so you can be able to sponsor my regime as I go on with the crown as queen this year. I'm telling you, if you're not coming from the rich background, then you must have a purpose, a very good purpose that can make this organization money to sponsor you and them. Because at the end of the day, it's also a business. It's not just something people do for fun. It's also a business. That's why they call sponsors on board. Okay, most of the companies that they call on board to sponsor the boutiques, they are going to provide areas. The person will be like, I'm a fashion designer, I'm going to design your models. It's not still money. It's not going to make sense. At the end of the day, they will look for this girl who can afford to keep up with this lifestyle. They will look for this girl who can travel. You get, they will look for this girl who can push, so that these people who will be watching will be admiring. Oh my God, Queen, this is queening. She's queening, but then she's using her own money. And for you all, next year I must go so that I also win like her. And you get there, and things are not what you think they were. Me, I thought I'm going to be rich being in this pageant. I'm going to be paid, but there's no pageant that paid me. I remember in Miss Tourism, I spent like 800,000, money I had never held in my hand. So you will spend a lot, you prove yourself a lot. And to tell you the truth about the car issue, if maybe they say, okay, this car bond is going to give you a Tesla. No, no, no. Oh my God, Tesla is so expensive. It's going to give you a VTs. A VTs is something like 23 million Ugandan shillings. And maybe the owner of the company is like, I'm giving you a discount. You can take this car at 20 million, or you can take this car at 18 million. So who's going to pay the balance? Who's going to pay the 18 million? Who's going to pay the 18 million? They will look for this girl, maybe her family, if they can afford a car for her, if they can afford some top up for her. And then once they buy this car, they will train this girl to win the crown so that she gets the car. As simple as that. As simple as that. So most of the pageants, they are real. I won't say they are not real. Of course, you can be trained. Anybody can be trained to be good, and they'll still be good, and they still serve, and they still live their dream. I'm not saying they train these girls and later don't do good in their regimes. No. They train you, you do well, and you join the pageant wanting to be that person. Everybody who joins the pageant thinks of being a queen. They already have their crown on their head. You get my point. So I don't want to spend a lot of time on why rich girls win pageants. I want to go to, if you want to join pageants, what should you do? How should you start? All right. One thing you should put in mind is these pageants are just for fun. Don't take it so serious. Don't lose the crown and then come out and then start saying ill words about the patrons, about the pageant itself. It's okay. Make friends, look at those beautiful pictures, have a very beautiful memory of them. You will show your children. Maybe your child will become the next Miss Uganda in her region or something. Like, you just have to keep on dreaming and pass on to the next generation. Okay, so if you want to join pageants, this is what you should do. You have to familiarize yourself with the judging criteria, know what they are focusing on. Are they focusing on Q&A? Are they focusing on public speaking, poise, beauty, or talent? So that you can master that. In my regime of Miss Tourism Uganda, that was 2016, I didn't do well in talent. My talent was acting. I acted alone. I'm alone on stage and I'm acting alone. I think they didn't really sit in with this, and I was disqualified from the talent panel. And I didn't go to the finale. I wasn't among the top 12. I wasn't among the top 12. Okay? So you should focus more on what they are going to look at as they select the top queens that are going to go into the finale. I am talented into acting, so that's what I wanted to do. I'm not good at dancing. I'm a Mugwere. My queen already that time was dancing Magisu. I'm not a Mugisu, I'm a Mugwere. Magwere are so difficult. I had never danced like that. And I also wanted to use the mbaile, but I didn't know how to drum the mbaile. I don't know how you call them. It's the African piano. They use sticks to drum. I wanted to use that. We used to do it in school, but I wasn't really perfect in it, because for us in school, I used to do more of culture songs. I used to sing culture songs. When they needed a beauty queen to walk, I was the one doing the walking. So that was my thing. So I was already showcasing my talent in the pageant. I don't know why these people asking for talent. But anyway, talent pushed me off. All right, you have to prepare mentally, physically, and emotionally. Now, you have to mind what you eat. If you're not fit, start being fit. And these are the things that you're going to be doing in the boot camp. And you also have to take care of your skin. Use original makeup. Use good skincare products, no matter how expensive it is. Just buy one or two and maintain your beautiful skin, because once you mess up your skin, you will look really and comfortable. You will not be happy within your skin. No woman is happy when their skin is not responding. You get my friend, my point. So don't damage your skin. Use good products. Use good skincare products. If you have a problem with acne, visit a dermatologist before you put anything on your skin. And once your skin is out there, it also brings out your confidence. You're so comfortable in your skin and proud. Okay. You should also work on your mindset. Your confidence is key. Your confidence is key. You should practice visualization and affirmation. You should practice visualization and affirmation. Also, when I talk about confidence is key, this is what I mean. Okay, even us that are confident, like I can come out and talk to 100 people, older or younger than me. I can do anything I want to do. I can speak to anyone I want to speak to. I can stand out for myself. I have done this before. It doesn't mean deep down in you, you don't feel any fear. You feel the fear, but then the confidence is higher and greater than the fear. Never, never, ever let the fear lead. The confidence has to be the first, and then the fear comes backwards. It doesn't have to be at the front. That's how you will manage. But if you put it in mind that, oh, I'm not supposed to fear, I'm not supposed to fear, how am I not supposed to fear? Of course, you're a human being, but then the fear has to be backward, and then the confidence has to be in front of you as you do your thing, so that when you speak up, the confidence is speaking, the fear is backward, it can't even get to you. You get my point? Yes. So also another point, develop your communication skills, practice answering questions. Go in the mirror, ask questions. Go on YouTube, like point out, like a lot of beauty queens have done such videos and uploaded. Watch, which they will also explain to you which questions failed them, so that you learn from them. Like me, now you know that your talent has to be top notch. Okay. And also, when it comes to speaking in a mirror, sit down in a mirror, do it. Call your brother, your sister, your friend, your neighbors, sit down. Let them ask you questions. Stand up and be graceful. Answer, smiles. Ask them, am I smiling right? Because your sisters or brothers, they'll tell you the truth. If you're not smiling, they'll be like, sis, you're not doing well. You're not doing well. Instead of doing wrong at the finale or at the podium, and nobody's going to correct you by that time, because yeah, they're taking marks, they are ticking, they are selecting. Okay, so it's better to do this back at home. Have people that are going to support you. Don't be like me. For me, I'm so confident. I'm so confident. I never needed anybody to come and support me. Like in my pageant time, I had no relatives seated watching me. I was always alone. I was alone. As the only child, I had no brother to go to and be like, okay, how am I walking? How am I smiling? How am I doing this? So even going for those pageants, I was alone. I even never called my mom, Mom, I'm going for Miss Uganda, Mom, I'm going for Miss Tourism, Mom, I'm going for this. I just go. Like when I was going for Miss Tourism Eastern region, I passed by home and I told my mom, tomorrow I'm going. In 2 days I'm going. And she's like, oh, you're going. You didn't tell me you're doing this. And she prayed for me. She's like, I want you to win, bring that crown. And then when I went, I brought the second runners up crown. And she was so happy. My mother hugged me. Oh my God, I was so happy. But being in Kampala, my mother is in the village in Budaka district, Mbale side, Eastern Uganda. She cannot travel to Kampala to come and see me every time I'm going for a pageant. She's a teacher as well, so I'm sure she was busy with teaching. So I would go for this pageant on my own. On my own. And one good thing I loved about myself is I would be so confident. I would smile. I would engage with the audience. For the first time I walk, they might just look at me and they're like, oh, she's good, she's okay. But then they have their relative they are supporting on the panel. and then I would go back. By the time I come back for the second walk or the second time, trust me, everybody will be like, "Yay, Sheila, contestant number this, contestant number this." That really gave me a lot of courage, a lot of confidence, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm meant for this." Like even now, I walk places and like, "Oh my God, you're supposed to be modeling. You're so smart. You're supposed to be this." Like, let me show you how I'm dressed today. Let me show you how I'm dressed today. Yeah, this is me. Okay. So everybody's like, "Oh my God, you're so smart. You have to be a model. Did you model?" I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm past that. I can't be modeling every time. I'm 30. So I don't know which other pageants fit me. And my weight doesn't just, I'm just constant. I can go on a runway anytime." Okay. Oh my God. And guess what, guys? I really miss walking. I miss doing the work. I don't know what to do. Maybe I should start a boutique. So I just be working in my own attires and selling them, because now this social media is selling like crazy. Maybe I should do something, because I also love fashion. Like today, my colleague was asking me, "I want that attire. I want to make it. I want something like that." You get? So I'm sure this will really like help me keep on doing what I do best. Okay, I'm now far away from the camera and this is so beautiful. So nail every appearance, even after the crown. Like, look at me today. I'm so beautiful. I'm looking good. Like, I can never ever just wear anyhow. My attires are always classy. I don't like too short things. So as a queen, you're not supposed to wear those skimpy too short things that are nearly passing behind your ass. Oh my God. I see some queens wearing like that and I'm like, wow. You're supposed to cover your body. You're a queen. You are a queen. A queen. Yeah. So appearance is really good. Be classy. And being classy doesn't mean you're going to wear Zara, you're going to wear expensive outfits. No. Just look at an item, be like, "Okay, this is nice." As long as it's classy and nice, just go for it. You don't have to go for extra expensive things, because it will cost you a lot. And when you lose the crown, you'll be like, "Oh my God, I haven't spent 3 million for shopping. You people didn't give me anything." You feel you deserved something because you spent a lot on yourself. Don't spend a lot on yourself. Yeah, don't spend a lot on yourself. So something else that I'm going to talk about is also stage appearance. As you appear on that stage, whether they are offering attires for this particular pageant or they are not offering attires, choose good attires and appear properly. Like someone recently told me, among the contestants at YMCA, when they said beachwear, like people came up with very, very nasty swimsuits and showing tits and blah, blah. I covered myself perfectly well and I wore a biker with a heart. I never want to show my ass. And one thing that got me really worried was in Miss Uganda, they would wear these swimsuits and walk on stage like real makers. You know how swimsuits be and then your panties outside? No. I think that should even be removed. Like in my pageant, I wouldn't want somebody to come up like that. They can wear beach wears or they can wear that and cover with a see-through or something, but not fully coming out like that. In Miss World, it happens. They wear those bras and knickers and walk around. Okay, they are small girls. When their asses are out, it doesn't really like show, "Oh, that's an ass." But for me as a person, I thank God that I never wore like that. When I was in Miss University, we went to the beach, but it was just a beach wear. They never pushed us to wear knickers and bra. When I went to Miss Tourism, we even never did that. the beach where we never did it. When I went to Miss YMCA, it was a beach wear. So I like the fact that it wasn't like more of showing my ass out. Yeah. I feel somebody has now seen my whole body. They are not my boyfriend, they're not my husband. Like, something should be hidden. You get my point? Yeah. So, all right, own your Q&A and structure your answer. You will beat them all. Even if the patrons guided their queen, but then you structure yourself out. There are some judges who will not listen to these patrons. They will not listen to them. They'll be like, no, if you called me here to be a judge, contestant number one is the queen. And then maybe they wanted contestant number two to win. You know, there are some judges, there are some patrons who be like, if you don't do what I'm telling you to do, if you don't make my girl a queen, you will never judge on this panel ever again. I'm telling you, these things happen. It gets so crazy to win a pageant. Oh my God. It gets so crazy. Like, you have to be liked by everyone. Okay, so you will beat them all if you structure your answer. If you don't hear the question, ask again. Be like, I beg your pardon. They will do, but then don't overdo it. Because if they overdo it, then they'll be like, okay, you're just not active. Or you don't know the answer. That's why you're like, pardon, 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 pardon. You don't have to do it a lot. You have to be attentive when they are asking questions, so you can get time to think about your answer and structure it perfectly. And another thing, be thoughtful even when you don't have the perfect answer. Like, maybe the question is so difficult. A question has never been difficult. But one thing that happened to me in Miss Tourism Eastern region, they asked me, what is your shoe size? And I didn't hear the shoe. I heard, no, they didn't say shoe size. There's a word they used that stands for shoe. And I didn't ask them to elaborate the meaning of that word because I felt they'll be cheating for me or something. I felt they are not supposed to help me. But then, just like in the spelling bee, if they mentioned a word and the person to spell, the pupil on stage to spell doesn't grasp the meaning of the word, because they have different spellings, then they will ask, what is the meaning? And then the judge will mention the meaning, and then this pupil will understand the spelling of that word. So also learn to ask, because we are Africans, okay? English, we learn from the colonizers, and you can't know every English word. So sometimes when they asked me that question, I had to be like, okay, can you dilute for me so that I can answer this question perfectly? Can you explain? Don't give me the answer, but explain so that I can understand the question and give you my answer. So I didn't do that, and I was like, maybe they're asking for my dress size, cloth size. It was like size L. And I looked at the judge's eyes. She did like, let me remember. She was like, you know, she was disappointed, I think, because she knew I had failed the question. But then that's the only question I didn't answer perfectly. The other people, they failed in a lot of questions. Yeah, but I'm happy I didn't answer my question. I just didn't understand it. So if they ask the question and you don't understand it, just don't embarrass yourself by saying wrong things out of the blue. Oh my God, you will lose a lot. Like, if the judge was even liking you or three judges were liking you, they'll just start cutting you off. So you have to, like, you beg your pardon, it's okay. And then if you still don't understand any word they have used in a statement, ask for the meaning, okay? When they tell you the meaning, then come up and answer a question. It's okay, you can ask. As long as they're not giving you the answer, they're just explaining for you to understand the question so that you can answer it perfectly. That is so much allowed. Oh, now be memorable. How are you going to be memorable in, for example, Miss World? There are over 100 contestants around the country. How are you going to be memorable? Also, these regional country pageants, they are always 20 or 10. How are you going to be memorable? By being on time. That's it. Be on time. If you be on time, even when they start asking questions or they start talking to you, you'll be among the first people. They will start with you always. And once they start with you, among 50 people, they're already starting with you, they know you. They are noting down. They're giving you credit. They are, you know, even when the judges come and ask, okay, during the boot camp, who was active, who was this, they will list down your name because they know you, because you're always among the first people. You were always there when they needed you. When they look for contestants, come here. You are the front. Okay? You're not gossiping elsewhere. Oh, that girl, I don't like her shoe. Oh, this one did like this. Oh, this one did like that. Like, you will be at the front. So they will be seeing you every time. They'll be noting you down as among the first people, and make sure they know your name. Make sure all your patrons know your name. Make sure the judges also know your name. Like, as you start answering the question, say, thank you. My name is Sheila. If you've forgotten my name due to the medical distance in the crowd, and then answer the question, I'm telling you, say it. Be confident. They'll be like, oh, she wants to be memorable. Like, she's even repeating her name for us. Oh, she's Sheila. Because if you do it for the second time, they'll be like, oh, Sheila. Her name is Sheila. Oh, Sheila's come. Oh, this is the reason why I didn't qualify for Miss Uganda. As some girls were coming in, they had never worked on any pageant. They had never been anywhere, contested anywhere. I had 3 crowns. And I'm going in for Miss Uganda, which would be my 4th pageant. And me, I thought I'm perfecting myself for Miss Uganda, not knowing I was overqualifying myself. Oh my God. Oh my God. So have a personal coach. It's good to have a personal coach. The coach that I had by then was Joram Job Muzira, who didn't even ask for any money from us. Like, he trained us, he gave us his time. It was so beautiful. I still have the memories. I was so happy that someone is talking to me, a brother. They are training you, they are teaching you on how to sit, how to walk, how to smile, how to talk to people, how to handle yourself, how to handle confidence, how to handle pressure, how to, oh my God, they taught us a lot of things that are so memorable, and they will forever be in my heart. And I'll forever appreciate Joram Job Muzira. Thank you so much. So yes, I overqualified. I'm telling you, I went for auditions for Miss Uganda, and everybody like, walk again? Oh my God, oh my God. You have been asking me, have you won some pageants? Have you been at? I'm like, yes. How many pageants? I lied, of course. I said 1. Because I knew if I said 2, they'll be like, then what are you doing here? You're already queen elsewhere. Let others also get crowns. So I said 1. They're like, no, come back next year. Come back next year. You are so good. Who has been training you? And I was like, Joram Job Muzira. I knew. Joram Job Muzira girls are visible. You can see them from afar. Wow. And that's how I didn't qualify to be part of Miss Uganda that year. That was 2017. Yeah, 2017. Yeah, 2017. Either 2016 or 17. Because then the next year I was prepared to go for Miss Uganda, and then it didn't happen. And then I got a job, I started being so busy, and I was like, is it worth it? Can I go? Can I go? And the bliss just died in me. The bliss just died a little bit. Yeah, and I thought maybe I would go for Miss Africa Calabar in Nigeria the other year. since Miss Uganda wasn't happening, the the organization was going like bankrupt. They couldn't handle sponsoring the queen to go for Miss World, so they didn't do any Miss Uganda pageants that year. They killed the dream, which was mine. All right. Yeah. So don't be so perfect. Even when you've been modeling your whole time, you've been doing the catwalk all time. When you go for these auditions, try not to be perfect. I'm telling you, try not to be perfect because you scare the actual queen. All right. This is my last point. Okay. Take care of your mental health. Take care of your mental health. Okay. Not everyone is supposed to win. Like, look at it. You're 20 girls, you're 50 girls. You all are not going to wear crowns. The panel is not held by your grandmother or your mother or your father. So it's not supposed to be a win for you. You as who? Okay? So don't break down after the competition and be like, oh, I didn't feel jealous. Like, congratulate the queen. Be happy for her. That's what queens do. Okay, you also live with a crowd because there are a lot of things that you learn from the pageant world, a lot of things that you learn from there that you cannot learn from home. So be proud, be happy you participated, be happy you made it even at the panel because few people come up. Okay, whether you win or lose, you are a queen and forever you will be. I'm telling you, you will be and forever you will queen. You don't need a crown. You can buy a crown and wear it. Anywhere you go, you're like, yeah, I'm queen. But then another person won. But anyway, I don't support you to do that. It looks like you look like a clown. You look like you're not happy for the other person who has the real crown on her head. So also be well mannered. You can see what is happening to Rachel Gupta now. She handed over the crown, and the first runner-up is coming in to wear the crown from Philippines, I think. So this helps you also. If you're good mannered, they will select their queen and be like, oh, this lady has been doing well. Let's crown her. Maybe the queen dies or the queen resigns or she's not doing her job perfectly. She's ill. She can't continue. Yeah, like anything can happen and they decrown the queen and give it to another person. Yeah. So I come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching my YouTube channel. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much for watching my YouTube video to the end. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe, give a like. Say something in the comment section if you watch this video and find it interesting. Say something. How did I perform? How did I do? Like, I love corrections. Where I went wrong, I'm sorry. I apologize. Don't forget to subscribe. And also, I'm a real estate broker in Dubai. If you're looking to buy properties, contact me.
Yes, so this is what I do in the UAE. I'm a property consultant in case you're looking to rent or invest. I'm an off-plan specialist. We have this beautiful project, Park Villa in Dubai Land, which is close to IMG World Adventure, Miracle Garden, Global Village, a very strategic location away from the busy city, downtown Dubai. It's a very good location. It's giving you the Barari views, Barari feel. Your neighbors are neighbors that love a quiet neighborhood that's well known for the Arabs. We have studio, one bedroom and two bedroom apartment. Please contact me. Let me take you through.